Yeah, I heard word around town, it's a poppin' now.
Hey, yo, what is up, everybody? It is the King Hitman here, and as you can see, we have Int Broly, but y'all know what that means. When I'm in this mode, we don't just have Int Broly, we have his custom EZA. Shout out to Merged, shout out to KX, shout out to the team as a whole. Y'all know what I'm about, man. Instinctive Destruction, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. He has 21.5k HP, 22.5k attack, and 13.1k defense. His defense for an EZA unit feels kind of low, but I mean, Broly, when he came out, like, he's already fixed to having a lower defense. You can't help a unit's EZA, it's the same formula every time. So he just has a lower end of the defensive spectrum compared to most of the units in his caliber. Now, of course, a level 140 unit, his EZA leader skill, Planetary Destructions, Movie Bosses, or Exploding Rage gets 4 key stats 180%. His Gigantic Meteor now greatly raises attack and defense permanently. Immense damage with a medium chance to crit? Alright, say less. So that means if he does, you know, it stacks, right? So if he does 2, 3, 4, he's getting 60, 90, like guaranteed crit, right? So we love that. Level 15 super attack, of course. Let's see his passive now. Key plus, and it's merged, right? So I know it's going to be ridiculous. I can already see it's ridiculous just by how long it's about to be. Fiendish Destruction. Broly gives himself 3 key, attack and defense 200%, and guarantees his attacks connect. He reduces damage received by 30% and has a medium chance to critical hit. He launches 2 additionals, each of which has a 30% chance to become a super. He gives himself an additional 3 key, guaranteed super, and 20% mitigation, and 20% crit chance within the same turn after he has super attacked if there is a pure or hybrid Saiyan or super class enemy. He will then foresee the enemy super attack starting from the 5th attack he performs in battle. He guards with a 20% chance to crit starting from when he does his 10th attack. I will be honest with y'all, we're probably not going to get far enough. I mean, I suppose Broly could just do it by like turn, I don't know, what is it, like 6 or 8 or something like that. He could in theory get that done, but I don't plan on going out my way to get that guard active. I don't think it's that serious for the showcase. I think that's more for when you're going through KX type events. For those that don't understand, like, KX events are legitimately the hardest fights in the game. Like, the team sets it up so that you need some of these custom units to get through that content. That's exactly why they're always so crazy. If you ever want to understand why these units are sometimes so insane, it's because we know what the landscape of difficult content is in the server. It's crazy. Now, his active skill, the Berserker's Destructive Impulse, can be activated after you do 4 or more super attacks. He gives himself 6 key and 60% attack and defense for 2 turns, and is super effective against all types. Now, when it says 2 turns, does that mean, I mean, I would assume that just means 1 turn, right? Now, I'm sure Merged like worded it, but in the code maybe it's set so that we see it twice. We'll be able to tell, right? We're gonna try to get that active. I do plan on going for his active skill. Now, you guys know, 6 additional, 25 crit, 5 dodge. He has 1600 attack coming from the equips. Let's get right into it. Alright, now we do have Broly here, but we don't just have Broly's, well, one Broly's EZA. We actually have LR Tech Broly's EZA. I did this video a while ago. He's a very good unit. I needed him to make sure that Int Broly didn't get clapped up, right? I didn't realize how good Int Broly was. Plus, of course, the extra couple of links is always nice. For all you really need to be, I'll let you read his own passive off, but all you really need to know about him is that he is getting defense upon super attacking. He's stacking on his 12 key at least, which is what I'm going for anyway. And then he's giving himself 50% mitigation. Does he stack on his 18? He does. He's greatly stacking. Okay, I couldn't remember. I memorized, well, try to memorize so many passives. So in my head, it wasn't burned in there. Now I could give him Berserker. Hardened Grudge? He doesn't have Hardened Grudge? Huh, I thought this Broly would have Hardened Grudge. Alright, whatever. I mean, I don't really care, but I just thought he would have it. Alright, cool. Now, remember, God Goku is not going to look that good here because we don't have his intro active. I don't really care about it. I just need him for his leader skill. Broly is on a 200%, of course. I hope y'all know, whenever I do these showcases on KX's server, I am bare minimum 200% leader skills all the time. I can't lie. If I can't get them on a 200% lead, I'm probably not doing a showcase on them. And I don't even technically every unit in the in the server can get a 200% lead. Okay, so that's 2 super attacks. Keep that in mind. That's 2 right there, and I think he did 4 attacks, or maybe I'm tripping. Let's see how much you take from. I'll go pull up this Goku's attack stat. I do have his info, but he's taking double digits there. That's a great sign. Y'all know that. I technically, with the MUI Gogeta or STREZA Max Gogeta, can put any unit in the game on a 200% lead, but I try to bring them on teams that they already exist on so that we can get closer to the level playing field that is actually Dokkan on JP and Global. Just if you guys get what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to stay in a certain ballpark. But that's how I think about it. I know some of y'all don't care. I think some of y'all probably do. So I just try to balance it out by making sure we can understand what the unit would look like under modern Dokkan times, like at the time of me recording the video. But this Broly, that's a great start, right? 5.5 is a very good start. Alright, so I bought this support memory just in case, but it is nice to see this moment. This is like the moment Vegeta was like, damn, I can't escape this woman. Like, damn, she's the one. Now I'm just playing, but we do have Vegeta here. That Goku, that Kaioken Goku, that super attacked us. He did 625k on his super attack. I know that's not crazy. I just want y'all to understand what we're dealing with here. We have Turles here. Turles is giving his attack support, but remember, he's not giving his defensive support because there is not. That Vegeta is not super class, right? There's no way. Yeah, Extreme Fizz. I thought I was tripping. I had to look at the kanji again. Nah, look at me. I'm proud of myself. Looking at kanji and stuff. Y'all need to be proud of me. Now, okay. Let's do. So right now, his links are still 5 links active. We're not getting Berserker and Hardened. Well, I guess if there was a point for me to do this, it would be right now. Screw it. Why not? There's no way we die. I'm not really tripping. 500k defense, the level of mitigation this guy has will be okay. Let's get Berserker, 1 more of those. And now there it is, booming. Okay, now what are his stats? 490k defense. The other Broly has 180k. This tech Broly is really good. Don't let his start a turn stats fool you. He's gonna go crazy. I didn't even do much with him, but he goes insane when he wants to. Now, 8.5 million. He can do that 4 times. I like him. I like him a lot. Remember, he has a medium chance to crit on each and every super attack, and it kind of doubles because he has it throughout his passive too. So like, he's gonna be critting. I really want y'all to know he's not doing the numbers he says he is. He's kind of lying to us right now. I say that, and then the man shows me a down arrow. I hate it so much. But yes, this Broly is amazing. I like him. I like him a lot. I love when a unit has mitigation. Y'all know that. Listen, guard is fire. But mitigation? Because the thing is, when you have type advantage and mitigation, that's when it's dangerous. Because now you have guard anyway. But when you have guard and you have no mitigation, or like not a crazy defensive mechanic, you can wind up taking a lot of damage. It's a dangerous game to be playing. But I like what we got going on with this guy right now. And if you're wondering, we are in the Fighting Legends event. Shout out to Energize. It's the Goku and Vegeta event buffed and then placed together. Well, I shouldn't say buffed, but I should say reiterated, right? Like, it's redone. It's not obviously it's not the same Goku and Vegeta phases, but it's I go into here all the time, so I enjoy using this event for showcases. All right, cool. So we got Broly here. It's blue. Am I tweaking? Hold on. It's a standby skill now. Am I tweaking? This is kind of weird for me. That's bizarre. Of course, this Broly well predates standby skills, so I'm kind of just thrown off right now. Remember, Bardock is giving the support. We have Berserker active right now. We're going to use his active skill. Before we use his active skill, 800k defense. He's done so many he's done 4 super attacks, so at least, right? He might have done 5. Did he do 4 or 5? He might have done 5. You guys know he's ready. I'm sure you guys have been keeping better track of him than I have. Right now we have the Scouter active, right? Well, I just want to make sure we have everything measured out. We have the Scouter active. That's how you know where we're super attacking at. I didn't use the Scouter item, which is funny because I bought it in case I needed it, and I didn't know this Broly was able to do that yet, but that's fine. Let's see what he does now that he has his active up.
ちが戦う意志を見せなければ、俺はこの星を破壊し尽くすだけだ。
I'm definitely thrown for a loop right now. I'm just really confused. Oh, 1.3 is I ain't nothing to be confused about, my guy. Let's get into it. Ain't nothing to be confused about. Don't worry about none of that. Let's go. Let's see what he's got in the tank. Let's do. He's not gonna take damage. What am I worried about a sensu beam for? He's not gonna get hurt. Come on, show me something. If you're wondering how hard this Super Vegeta hit, let me pull it up. I appreciate Energize for having all these stats. Like, son of a bitch. Oh, you. That's so bad. That's so bad, man. It hurts so much. I didn't look at it. So, Energize, the creator of this event, put up a graphic in case you wanted to know what was going on. And I didn't look soon enough to see what this Vegeta was capable of. And I didn't realize STR Super Vegeta would stun because I didn't think it would matter to include that. Clearly Energized did not feel the same way. We will be right back. Oh, that's so bad. But if you're wondering, he does 825k on his super attack. Broly's well clear of that, even without his damage reduction. So that's not a big deal. But it does look like, you know, you guys want to make sure you got everything on hand, understand what's going on. I'm really disappointed because now we don't even have his support up. That just really hurts us. I didn't measure it out correctly at all. And okay. So we have confirmation for sure. The way it's worded, it kind of insinuates that it lasts 3 turns, right? It's 2 separate turns for Broly. It's just the way when you see it worded like that, it can definitely make you wonder. It's not that big of a deal. Well, no, let me reiterate. It is a massive deal to have this for 2 turns, but you get what I'm saying. I overthought it. Now, no support. That's really, I'm telling you, I'm pressed. I wanted to see what he was gonna do, and now we're not gonna see it at all. That's fine. Let's see. With no support, Broly is doing 12 million, multiple 30% chances to crit, the 20% chances to crit. He has a scouter, people. He has a scouter. He's greatly raising his attack and defense permanently. The mitigation, I might have said that already, but his mitigation, he's about to have his guard now. We're already at the phase. He should have 10 attacks done right now, right? Let's see what he can, and he's not done. This is what I love about additional type units. Like, they're not done for a while, and I'm trying to see if he has his down arrow or not. Come on, show me. Yo, what? How many attacks did he just do? He didn't, I must be tweaking. I might be tweaking. I could have sworn he just did like 6 or 7 attacks. Maybe I'm crazy. I know I be tweaking. Let me go look at this footage after this because I don't even know anymore, man. But if you guys are enjoying the video, it is that point in the video I gotta ask. If you're enjoying it, why haven't you looked into liking the video? I'm just asking. No, but let's get one more turn of this Broly. I want to get one more turn of him with the support, and then we can wrap this up.
やっつけるまではな。宇宙のみんな、オラに元気を分けてくれ。サンキュー、宇宙のみんな。行くぜ。
Love that animation. I will not get tired of that animation for a couple of years. Best believe it. Best believe it. All right, now Broly's at a natural. I would assume that's just because, yeah, the support is back. And he did multiple supers last turn. Okay, so his active skill has worn off for sure. His active skill is worn off. We're just gonna wrap this up. Ain't much more to talk about, my guy. We're done here. I don't know what Goku and Vegeta are chatting about. They must think this is Legends. Nah, bro, we back in Dokkan. Y'all not as broken as y'all were before. Now, as you can see, his down arrow is up, so it gave him the guard after the turn he did the 10 attacks. I probably read that in his passive and just didn't think about it too hard. I was overthinking other parts of his passive, but that's fine. So I usually don't like when a unit does that. Like, you know, the ability that you care the most about, or one of the abilities you care most about, triggers that next turn. That really makes me mad. But Broly's that good, bro. Like, it's not really a concern because his defense is that good. By the time you get these 10 attacks done, what are you truly concerned with, bro? He's doing 10 million without his active up. Without it, he can do, I think, I'm gonna say this again, bro. He can do 4 or 5 of these. Look at him. And they're crits. This is a 90% chance to crit right now. I don't know that y'all are hearing me, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'm sure y'all heard me because I'm loud and annoying. But it is the Young King Hitman. If you enjoyed the video, I would love it if you subscribed. Click that bell if you really want to keep up with the kids' KX content. Like the video if you enjoyed the video. Comment your thoughts, or, you know, if you just want to support the kid, I appreciate that so much. The kind words in the comments, they always get at me. I appreciate them so much. Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. But that being said, here's Int Broly. Listen, I would love it if he was this good right now, but I don't think the game would. It's one of those units. I don't think the game needs him buffing the type of teams that he buffed, like movie bosses. I'm waiting for movie bosses to go back to being one of the best teams in the game, but I guess we're just gonna wait until like the download celebration or Tanabata or something like that when LR Dokkan Fest Lord Slug comes out. I'm just playing, right? It could be an LR Dokkan Fest Broly though. I don't think anybody would be opposed to like a Dragon Ball Super Broly doing that. But let me stop talking, man. I'm off this. This event has 12 phases, by the way. Actually, I lied. It has 13 phases. It's crazy.